Plaintiff Shawanda Mike says she's friends with the defendant, and she loves her with all of her heart. Shawanda claims the defendant is an extremely talented model and fire dancer, and she thought she could trust her. However, Shawanda started working for the defendant's business, and she was never paid for her services. Defendant Ebony Gray says when she started her business, she was fresh out of prison, where she'd done time for drug trafficking. Ebony insists she learned her lesson and has turned her life around, and the only reason she has not paid Shawanda is because she's not been paid.
Prove your case.
Well, Your Honor, first of all, I love Ebony with all my heart. She's the greatest. She's a talented lady. I mean, she's a model. She can sew, fire dance. She went to school for mortuary.
If you would like, mentioning fire, I have some footage just for your viewing.
Really? That's what this is? Let's see.
It is.
Fire dancing.
This is just a sample. This was in Sturgis, South Dakota at the Sturgis Bike Rally. Harley Davidson is now a potential sponsor, I'm sorry. I also do the fire breathing, spit fire, transfer, and skin contact.
Wow.
Just a sample.
How long does that take to train for?
I've been doing that for a number of completions, 7 years now.
Okay.
Train myself.
You better be careful. You over here suing this woman.
Oh, no. I'm all right. I'm all right. I mean, she's a talented lady. She deserves that. I mean, I hope someone discover her one day and she can blow up.
She says she can spit fire. That's
yes.
my thing. Why are you suing this fabulous woman?
Well, yeah, she's a fabulous woman. Okay. But I'm suing her because her father, he got her a janitorial business established.
Good.
And she asked me, you want to work and make a little extra money? I'm like, yeah, So we started working. Money started rolling in, and it disappeared. She disappeared. I called the Anago company and asked them, did they pay Ebony, because she told me that Anago didn't pay her.
Anago was
That's
the
franchise. Yes, she was the contractor with Anago. And they said they paid her all of her money. We did excellent work, they good compliments on our work, And they asked, they said they don't understand why she quit, because the work was so good.
Let me hear from her.
Actually, sir, there is a third party involved. It's a franchise business. The business has been transferred over to me. I took over the legal ownership of the franchise in 2008. My father had ownership. Back in 2005, we had some problems with financing and corporate. But me being fresh out of prison, back in 2003, this was a pilot project for me, to get back on my feet and make some money, become.
Who are you in prison for?
Sir.
Drug trafficking.
Yes. Yes, sir. I had more than 3 kilos of powder cocaine. Yes. Well, I'm sorry, but I have learned. I'm certainly a traveler.
It's a very good alternative. It's interesting that you would say that you're an ex-offender who went into the janitorial business. I have an ex-offender program at the community center in Detroit, and that's exactly what we do. We have 15 franchisees that we obtain for the ex-offenders, and now they're making their own living. So for other ex-offenders, they can hear that this is viable, but they have to pay. You have to pay your workers.
Yes, sir. Well, I have an explanation, and I'm going to recant some of the statements that she made as far as the payment. As you can see here, if you want, I can submit this information to you. This is going to be copies of our checks, pay detail, I guess is what you would call it. The way you get paid when you franchise with this company, they have fees, which would be like your royalties, your commissions, your, admin fees that you pay just for being a franchise. And as well, you get paid 60 days in arrears. So if we do an account in June or July, you may not get that check for another 30 days. And we've had problems with the checks before, with them bouncing, if you want to look here.
Okay.
But I look at it like regardless of the pay, it's like I'm the one that's supposed to have got my money, regardless of what the check do. Like I told Ebony, once we start working, this is not friends, this is business.
Yeah, see, she's an employee, ma'am. She gets an hourly wage, right?
Matter of fact,
that's not what our agreement was.
How does she get paid?
Because the way we were getting accounts is we were doing them when she could work and when I could work.
Does she get a percentage of the profit?
Exactly. That's exactly why we were trying to start the business again after my father signed it over to me. That was a project that we were going to work on as far as starting a business and running it because she has family.
Yes.
She doesn't really want to do a 9-to-5 corporate, you know what I'm saying? It's something that we can do on our own hours, full-time money, part-time work.
But at the time, I was
You know what I'm
working
saying?
anyway. I had already
but
had a
the instance is that when we did get paid 60 days later, I called Miss Mike and asked her if she wanted me to bring her something. It wasn't the full amount because it was $1,000 or whatever it is. But since you get paid in arrears, as you can see the dates on there from the time that we did it accounts, I asked her if she wanted me to bring it to her. And I guess since it was a time issue, she didn't want it. I asked her if she wanted me to bring
That's
cash
not true,
to her.
But you agree she's owed this amount?
Yes, she
I would
never
say
denied
it's not
it.
that amount because
It's
the total amount that we
1,006. Trust me, it's 1,006.
You can calculate.
I got it. As a matter of fact, here you go. I got all everything. I got it added up
calculate
to
the
the
amount,
right
the
here.
total amount of the checks. We
What
didn't
do
even
you
make
have? Let me see
$1,000.
Okay, I wrote it better for you. This is a copy of my original time
How
sheet,
do
but
I
I
know
wrote
what
it
her
in.
share is out of the 933?
That's what I'm saying. We were doing it per job. We only had maybe like 5 or 6 jobs. She was getting so much.
Matter of fact,
Per
we
job.
had a
Witness wanna
janitorial
speak?
business.
Yes.
State your name.
Oh.
My name is Demetrius Gowns.
What do you want to tell me?
This is unfortunate. I was working with my sister also.
With her?
Yes, I
After
was
starting
working.
after
Because you
June.
wasn't getting paid either.
Well, I did the work, and
And didn't
I
get paid.
didn't get paid.
Okay.
Right.
he debated
But if
working
you
with
think
us
about
for a
it,
minute
no
because he
one
know how
really
she
got
is.
paid.
No one gets paid with you, huh?
No.
Nobody. No,
You
it's
the
all
only
for
one
evidence.
getting
It's
paid.
all
You
for evidence.
calculate the
You
total
come
amount
here
of
laid
those
to the
checks.
bone. Let me see, that's a sharp dress. Step over here. Let us see what you got on. Boots on.
Oh yeah, she can working girl. Working Ebony.
Firefly in the flesh. I'm sorry, Your Honor. But if you calculate the total amount, the gross amount of all those checks, we didn't even make $1,000 over the course of the 2 months.
Trust me, we did.
And
We
then
made
the
more
final
than
check
that.
came in October, which before then I asked her twice if she wanted me to bring her some money. She refused. She said she wanted all of it.
Any other evidence you all want me to look at? I'm going to go in the back.
No.
And
Here
get
you go. Here you go.
calculated and
Yes,
try to
sir. Here
figure
you
this
go.
out.
Here
Let's
you
see.
go.
But Judge, honestly, through all of this, we still remain to be friends.
Always.
You know? We just, this just the money thing. I don't want money to. I don't want our friendship to go down a drain for $1,000.
I'm glad to hear that. Most folks I get in here, they destroy their friendships and their family relationships
Oh no,
over these
our
cases.
friendship was more important than money.
Much
Good. I'm
more.
glad to hear that. You all sound very wise.
Yes.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
But it's all good. You know, I
we
love
need-
you always and forever.
Always. I'm a
Always
traveler,
and
baby. I'm
forever.
going to talk fly to you before I lie to you. You better recognize it now so
Okay,
it won't be a
I
surprise
love you.
later.
A lot of people need to be like us instead of
Business
becoming
owners.
enemies over money. Just keep it going.
Entrepreneurship, baby.
Your day coming.
Oh, it's already been
Your
there.
day
It started
coming,
in
baby.
2004.
This your year.
Super Bowl 2004, Houston,
Your year.
Texas. That's when it started.
Trust me, someone is going to find that talent, honey, and you're going to blow
It's
up.
not lost. I'm putting it out there for them to see it, baby. Put them in their
Oh,
face.
that's right, girlfriend.
Let me shut up. Repercussions for no reparations around here. Yes, sir.
Evident.
Dallas, Texas, D-Town bound.
She a mess. She's a hot mess. You a hot mess, girl. Stop it.
Cold cocking, body rocking, head busting, and body tussling. That's what we do.
All right, ma'am. Once again, you're suing the defendant for $1,006 for unpaid wages. I see no real evidence that you all are joint owners of any type. You allege she has failed to pay you the wages that are due to you. And when you do have joint owners or any type of business, you can have the joint owner receiving both wages and a percentage of the profits. In this instance, there's a different perspective and testimony on what went on here and who should have received what. But she kept copious notes, and you admit that you all didn't get paid in a timely manner, and that's why you are unable to give her money. And the evidence is not clear as to who's telling the truth. Seems like you, based on your testimony and based on the paperwork, you're either confused or you misinterpreting. At the very least, you're not telling the truth. At the very worst. Your own brother got up there and said you haven't paid him.
What?
So what you want me to do? If the evidence doesn't prove it, all I can go on is testimony. When you're listening to testimony, you go with the testimony of each party. And then if they have witnesses, you listen to the testimony of the witness and you try and determine whether that witness is a credible witness and whether their testimony is credible. Well, I couldn't find more credible testimony on her behalf than your brother saying you haven't paid him. So if you haven't paid your own brother, I know she came out on the short end of the stick. $1,006. That's my judgment.
Okay.
That's
Thank
enough.
You, have a good one.